So this is my 10th A-Day, and nobody here ever thought that I would be here for a 10th A-Day. If I could get you guys to tell the truth, which would probably be difficult. But I do remember the first A-Day here. That was probably as much to do with the success of the program because of the energy and enthusiasm and the passion that 91,000 people showed in showing up to support the program, which I think probably did as much to establish the foundation and the spirit around here to support players, make it special again for players to play here. Certainly was special for Terry and I, who had been beat up a lot about coming here to start with. And it certainly did a lot to make us feel very welcome and at home, which 10 years later we still feel very welcome, very at home, and very supported by a lot of people. I think that it's really, really important that we continue, our fans continue to show that kind of support, because I know it's so important to our players. And you know, the players that we have here now are just as important as the ones we had 10 years ago, and they need all the support and help that they can get, and we want to make it special for them. So I hope we have a great crowd on Saturday, regardless of the kind of weather that we have. This is a great event. I know a lot of our players, former players, are coming back. They look forward to this. It's really, really special that players want to come back and be a part of, you know, Alabama's tradition program. It's great for us to be able to express our appreciation to those players when they come back for all they did to help sort of create the tradition that we've had here in the last, 8 years or so. So this is a special day. A lot of special people going to be here, and I hope there's a lot of people that turn out to try to support our team. I've been really pleased in some ways with the progress that we've been able to make this spring. A lot of turns, a lot of reps for a lot of players. And I think that those players have improved. I think we have a long way to go as a team. I think every spring you always find out a lot about your team, and your team is always in the development stages. It's a work in progress in terms of getting where you want to go. We can talk about last year's team and the great leadership that we had and the great chemistry we had, but I'm not sure we had it now. I'm not sure we had it at this time of the year. So this is something that develops leadership, those kinds of things. A lot of young players are going to join the team and right after Memorial Day in June, and how they sort of become a part of the team is going to be an important factor to us as well. But we made a lot of progress this spring, and I'm excited to see how some of the younger guys respond in playing in the game. I think there's areas on our team where we definitely need to get better, add depth, and that's going to be a real key to helping us be more successful in the fall. So, questions?
We'll start in the back with Cecil.
Coach, just to follow up on the A-Day 10 years ago, how much impact did you think that had on recruiting, and does A-Day still have an impact on recruiting?
I don't think there's any question about the fact that it has a tremendous impact on recruiting. That certainly probably was the catalyst that helped us to my comments about the spirit, the passion, being sort of rekindled. I think made a lot of players see that this was a great place to come, and there was a great spirit here, and there was great support for them to come here. And I think it was really important. I think it's still important today. That I think a lot of people try to use the number of people they have at A-Day to sort of create that same, because that was one of the first times it ever happened. It's happened since then, where people have gotten huge crowds to sort of ignite, kickstart, whatever you want to call a program. And I know a lot of people try to do that now, but just like we want to sustain success here, we want to sustain recruiting success, which is really probably the key, the foundation to be able to continue to be successful. I think we also need to make the spirit and enthusiasm that we show every opportunity we get, which includes A-Day, that makes it special to be a player here, and I think that certainly impacts recruiting.
We'll stay on that side with Matt.
Nick, at this point, heading into A-Day, how much separation, if any, do you feel like there is in the quarterback competition? And how much does A-Day matter in terms of the evaluation, considering the offense is somewhat vanilla?
Well, there really isn't any separation, so an A-Day does matter. I mean, I think how a guy goes out there and plays in a real game-like situation, because we'll have, you know, the first team will be playing against the first team, and the second team will be playing against the second team, so it'll be pretty equal competition for each player, and they're all going to have a lot of opportunities, and I think how they handle and manage that situation is really, really important. How they manage the game, as well as the decision making and execution that they have to have success and move the team, which is ultimately the goal, I think, for the offense, and the quarterback has a big part of that.
Back up front.